What is going on, guys? I am Chase. Welcome back to Intelligent Money Investing. And today I wanted to take the opportunity on a very down market day to talk about why you really need to be diversified when approaching a portfolio. As you guys know, I use ETFs to diversify my portfolio, and I also own a lot of shares of stocks. But if you're only in a few stocks, you may need to look into expanding your portfolio names a little bit more. And I'm going to teach you guys exactly why in this video today. Before we get into that, I want to say thank you guys for the tremendous support on the last few videos. I'm gonna ask you guys if you could please drop a like on this video. Let's try and hit 15 likes on this video. That'd be absolutely awesome. Thanks, guys. All right, now as you guys can see, we are down 1.76% on the day here on the Robinhood web app. Now, this is pretty much a large portion of this is because of the S&P 500. You see my two S&P 500 following stocks down 1.52% and down negative 1.58%. The Dow is down 1.74%, and the Nasdaq QQQ tech stocks are down almost 1.9%. But there's also another really big drag in my portfolio today, and that is AbbVie. AbbVie, as you guys know, my biggest individual stock holding, it might not be anymore, is down 14% today as they had a clinical drug that was in their pipeline. I believe it's slowing down the expectations for when it's going to be produced. I believe that's what the news was, and it has been absolutely crushed today. Now, this has still been a very profitable position for me as I'm up 46% on this, or about $60, but I was recently up about 85% on this position as it topped at like 125, and now it's down about $30 from that high, and 16 of that coming today. Let's look at the chart here. 1-year chart. As you can see, it's been pretty much straight up until recently. It's been a little turbulent, and now today it's just been absolutely crushed. Now, let's say AbbVie was the only stock in my portfolio, and while I'd be doing very well overall, like with it growing and growing and the big returns I've gotten, but with that risk of maybe I was averaging up as the price kept going up, and then all of a sudden we have a day where it loses 14% of its value. If you think about that, you could lose 14% of your portfolio, your total net worth in your portfolio, 14.5% in one day just because some clinical drug doesn't come at the accelerated rate that they were expecting it to. And really, like, that's just totally out of your control. So if you're taking that approach and taking a lot of risk on a single stock, that's really not the position you want to be in. Even some of the best names, like AbbVie, has so much hype around it right now. It's like probably the number one most hyped up pharmaceutical drug right now, and it just got absolutely hammered today. So really, you don't want to buy in too much to one single story. There are people like Kevin O'Leary who suggest that you don't have more than 5% in one single name. I think that's a little bit extreme. I'd say maybe probably more than 10% in one name, maybe not more than 25% in one sector. Just because there's days like today, and also these sectors go through cycles where like real estate right now has just been getting absolutely crushed by the rising interest rates, stuff like that. When it's harder to borrow money, and really just like the way that the government works and the cycles it goes through, it really makes it so these things go in cycles. So if there's one thing I want you guys to take away from this video, is that don't have too much exposure to a single stock, a single sector, because you can never predict what's going to happen in a market because you don't have full control of it. You wake up one morning, you never really think it's going to happen, but you wake up one morning and your stock's down 15-20%, and you're in big trouble, honestly. Now let's go back. I have another stock that's down pretty big today as well that has been doing well in the past, but that's going to be Bowsen down here. Luckily, it's one of my smaller positions, down 8.3% today. That's a really crushing day. I'm up 24% on the position overall, but you just can't have so much of your portfolio wrapped up in a single name, because that really leads you to a lot of exposure, and it just is not going to turn out that well for you in the long run, just because there's going to be days where it's bad and it's going to make you get a little bit more sour on the market, rather than if you're more into the S&P 500 and you don't have quite as much exposure, and the bad days are only like 1 or 2%, maybe 3%, and usually it bounces back. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have learned something about a little of diversification in your portfolio and really the importance of it, kind of learning through what I've been hit with in my portfolio today. Make sure to check out the Robinhood web app and click that Discord link down below in the description. It's a free chat channel where you guys can communicate with me and other fans of the channel. So it'd be absolutely fantastic to see you guys in there. And click that like button if you can, and subscribe while you're down there. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.